Shout out to Astapro for sponsoring this episode and providing us with free samples. Speaking of free samples, I am honestly so grateful because, as you know, this is allergy season in Texas. I think Texas is one of the worst places to live if you have allergies. I have this tree in my backyard. It is the cottonwood tree. I'm highly allergic to cottonwood, not only myself, but also Travis is, and I believe our children are. And Astapro has come in handy. It's a nasal spray, and it has made such a difference in my seasonal allergies. I feel like I can breathe, and it really helped relieve my symptoms quickly. Astapro is the first of its kind nasal allergy spray. It is the fastest 24-hour over-the-counter allergy spray. It starts working within 30 minutes, while other allergy sprays take an hour. And if you've had allergies, you know that every minute counts. Astapro delivers full prescription strength indoor and outdoor allergy relief from nasal congestion, runny and itchy nose, and sneezing. Get fast-acting nasal allergy symptom relief with Astapro. Go to astaproallergy.com for a discount so you can Astapro and go today. ASTEPRO allergy.com. Astapro and go. Use as directed for relief of nasal congestion, runny nose, sneezing, and itchy nose due to allergies.
Yay Networks.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie.
I'm Trey.
This is your weekly dose of BS.
Okay, I want to comment on something real quick. I have gotten so many messages, and we have gotten a ton of questions and like our reviews too. Y'all think that we like just vanished brand, like she just like disappeared. I promise you, we addressed this forever ago. I do not know how this got lost in translation. We were trying to find the best way to do it, and we obviously didn't want to put words in her mouth. We didn't want to speak for her, so we kind of let her do that, and she put something on her story, which I can see like after 24 hours it goes away, so it's kind of confusing.
It's confusing.
And we did like a separate like little mini episode that came out the day after our regular episode, where Stephanie kind of did a whole thing about it and just kind of talked and said, you know, we love Brandy. We will miss her, but she is choosing to step away for the moment just because it's what's best for her and her family at the time. So I promise you all, we have not just like totally disregarded the fact that Brandy is not here and we changed our cover photo. It was like months of conversation between all three of us. So I just want to address it again. There is not any tea to be spilled.
No.
And if there was, wouldn't spill it. If we're not spilling it, we're not going to spill it. Some of y'all are like, I know something happened. What happened? No, I got nothing to share with you guys. It's not that deep. But I feel like maybe because people feel like we didn't address it, that they're like, was something suspicious going on? There's nothing suspicious. So I'm addressing it for y'all again.
Yes.
All the people in the reviews. Also, if you haven't given us a review, give us 5 stars.
But no, and I will say it was something that she did not take lightly. Like she did take about 5 to 6 weeks to really sit back and think of what she wants to do and see what was best for her. So I always tell people when they ask me, because I hate speaking for her as well, but completely support her, wish her nothing but the best. And I really think when somebody has that much going on, and you know, she has 4 kids. We have I think people forget, like I have 2 kids who are pretty much 12 and 14. So my kids are in a very different stage in life than like she has very small children. So.
But we didn't want y'all to feel like we were just like brushing past it. So I want to bring it up again to let you all know, like, we see the questions in the comments, but at the same time we were trying to like keep that ball in her court for like, you know, discussing that. But that's what happened. There's nothing big and crazy. I wish there was like a big, like juicy story, because I would tell you, but there's not.
And then we could get so many people to our podcast.
I know. Okay, I've also gotten so many messages from y'all about Merpeople. You have started a movement, a Mer movement.
I really have. And I have to talk to you about this because Travis told me something about my birthday. We were trying.
How dare he? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
I am so mad. What?
Trey.
No, this was a genius idea. This was a genius idea.
Yes. You think I want to go fly somewhere?
Tell the story.
All
Tell
right.
the story.
So I'm driving with Travis, and he is like, okay, so I'm driving with Travis, and he's like, oh my gosh, what do you want for your birthday? He was like, I was like, I really don't need, this is like the one time I really don't need anything. I was like, of course there's things I like, but they're ungodly expensive when we're building a house, and like, and that house is getting so expensive that we're building in Montana. I feel kind of bad. This is the first time in my life I felt bad taking a gift for my husband, right? So I'm like, I kind of feel guilty. I was like, I really don't need anything. Like, there's nothing that I am seeing that I'm like, can't live without. Now, Trey will send me things that he can't live without me having, but I can live without it,
like
right?
a Chanel bag.
Yes, but like, to be honest, I have so many handbags that I don't use right now. Like I have, I have one like beautiful blue sparkly Fendi. I think I've worn it twice. I've used it twice. So it's like, there's nothing I have to have, right?
And we are right in line with that, which is why my gift idea was so great.
So then we're driving, and Trey's like, and Travis is like, well, like Trey gave me this idea, and he was like, and I'm not going to do it because it's like throwing money away. And I'm like, well, what was this idea? Because Trey told me it's the most thoughtful, amazing idea.
And I stand by it.
So I was thinking, oh my gosh, it's something. He's like, something you will use all the time. I'm like, is it like weekly subscribe to like new leggings or like Lululemon? What would this be? And then Travis is like, well, Trey wants me to get you a appointment to get fitted for your own mermaid tail.
With the Merpeople.
Yes, with the Merpeople. And I was I can barely swim in my pool without drowning, much less put a tail on me. I would be dead in a week.
Well, he didn't think it was as great as I did.
Trey, I'm not going to go down to the Merpeople and get fitted for a mermaid tail. And then he'll be like, let's try it on in my like big pool. And then I'll be so embarrassed.
I really think
but
you
you
should.
know what? I would definitely be on season 2 of Merpeople.
Well, we have
maybe
someone.
This is a good idea.
We have a little surprise for you, Stephanie. We have someone on the podcast today that has been to the Merpeople. So would we like to reveal our special guest?
Who? Are you serious? Oh my gosh! Hi!
We have Merman Andrew.
I love it. I am so excited.
She's fangirling a little bit right now.
I'm telling you, I feel like everyone should like want to be mermaids now, and everyone should watch the Merpeople. It's like the best. Have you watched it yet, Trey?
Yes, I watched it yesterday.
Finally. I swear, I've had so many people message me about this. It's so good. And, so you have a tell that was by the Merpeople, which if you've not watched Merhumans, first of all, why are you even listening to our Merpeople? Why are you even listening to our podcast at the moment? Because we have told you about this for now like 2 or 3 weeks. But how much was that tell, if you don't mind me asking?
So this tale roughly ranges anywhere from $300 to $4,500 around there.
My.
And how many tails do you have?
Over 40.
What?
Oh my, you have a house and tails. The cost of a house and tails. Is this your favorite tell?
So this is my newest one. I actually just got this about 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
And this one was actually gifted to me by another merman. He was like, take it. And I'm like,
Oh
thank you.
my
I need to meet this merman.
Well,
That's
I
amazing.
will fly out there and put you in a tail anytime.
Okay.
Don't worry about that.
Yes, please. I feel like I may drown, but it'll be a good way to die.
I always say that. I was like, you know what? At least get it on social media for me.
Yes.
You know what?
Oh my gosh. No, I mean, they are so beautiful. Like whenever I I even have my son watching it, my youngest. He's like, I had him watch it. He was like, this is the most fascinating thing in the world. But so my birthday's coming up, and Trey told my husband the perfect gift to give me. So Travis spilled the beans yesterday because I cannot think of anything I want for my birthday, right? And Travis is like, Trey thinks I should get you a custom towel from the Merpeople. And I was like, oh my God, well, I can barely swim. So I do not know if I would do a custom towel justice. But now looking at yours, I kind of want one.
Well, and you don't have to do full silicone. They have ones where it's a silicone monofin and a fabric overlay, so it's not as heavy.
Oh.
And a little bit easier.
So it's easier to swim with. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
I love this. This is the best day ever.
So how has life been after Merpeople came out?
It's been crazy. Videos, everything have started blowing up. People have been reaching out for so many things, especially when you watch the opening sequence and the first thing you see is me dying in an eye wash station. I was like,
Yes.
hi.
It was so how bad is that? Like, because you have to have I was thinking that's another reason I would have a hard time being on
mermaid?
like in the whatever water is because it's chlorine, right? Like I don't do well with chlorine in my eyes, but you have to have your eyes open the whole time.
Yeah, so that day they put a lot of chlorine in the pool. And so we came up and our eyes felt like they were burning out of our head. And so we had to go immediately to an eye wash station. That was the first time in my career as a merman that I had to do that. So I was like, great, day we're filming, this happens.
Oh,
Oh, my
well, it made it a
goodness.
really good beginning because I was like, well, shit, this is harder than you'd think.
It's
Like
a
I
lot
wouldn't even
harder.
think of that. And then I saw somewhere online because I really dug deep into being my truest mermaid that like people like can drown who are trying and they, if you don't know what you're doing. So I was like, well, I will be one of those people on, people.com, Stephanie Holman dies trying to be
a
her
mermaid.
mermaid. Yeah, trying to live my mermaid dreams. Oh my gosh. Okay,
Well,
so how has
there's so much training though. Like there's Patty mermaid courses where you can literally go and train to be a mermaid.
do they have those in
So
Dallas?
they have them all over the United
Oh
States.
my! Oh Trey, we have to do this.
Oh, yes.
We have, but not with those Amazon tales. Like we have to have real chill. We cannot embarrass ourselves.
That's true.
No, and I have so many friends that are from Merpeople. We can fly out. We can make this a whole
Oh
weekend.
my!
Let's have a good
Oh my
Absolutely.
God! I would die. I would
Absolutely.
die. So do you get like, are your DMs like blown up from people who are like wanting advice and wanting to get into this?
Yeah, so I have the highest following on Instagram as a professional merman.
Oh my
So
God.
my DMs were already blowing up. So now it's blowing up even more. And then I have so much happening because I was in Canada recently with Mermaids Make Waves doing an underwater aquarium show out there. So it just has been constantly blowing up. How do I do this? How do I get into that? And I'm like, I can help you a little. I can just tell you my experience. I don't know.
So how did you get into it? Like what made you decide that you wanted to
Be a
get a
merman.
tail, be a merman, do the whole thing?
Well, mine was a complete accident. I'm not gonna lie. I was working for another company and a mermaid didn't show up and they had a tail there. And I was like, oh, it's like a gay guy happy hour. It's fine. Let me throw the tail on. And it went from there. And then the first mermaid I met in this industry was Eric from Mertailor and his mom. And I was like,
Gosh,
wow, that sets the standard a little high.
that's so cool. That is really, really cool.
Who has been the most famous person in your DMs since the show came out?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Ooh, I've had a few actually. I can't even think right now because there's been a lot recently.
Anyone that like
because of everything.
starstruck you a little bit?
Honestly, it's kind of hilarious. It was actually a drag queen.
Oh,
Really?
I
Ew.
love that.
So Jujubee
Yes.
was in my DMs, and I was like, ah! It kind of freaked me out a little bit. I was like, oh my God, this is iconic. But I've had multiples that are like, okay, so can we use you for this music video? And I'm like,
Oh,
yes, I am a merman
That's
for hire. Have
insane.
tail, will travel.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
oh my, that's really cool. That's really, really, really cool. Is there going to be a season 2?
I mean, we all hope so. I mean, truthfully, I really do. We're all pushing really hard to kind of get stuff out there. I actually just did an underwater swim series for the news with Eric from Mertailor yesterday. So we just filmed that. So we're trying to kind of keep that ball going,
Yeah.
keep the Merpeople movement going. And a lot of people seem to be loving it. And that's all we could hope for.
Oh my gosh. Well, if there is, Stephanie and I bought tails on Amazon and we are recording our audition tape this weekend.
Yes, we
So
will
we'll send it to Netflix.
definitely.
I will
yes.
not let you get in a tail from Amazon. I will not let that happen.
Thank you. Thank
Safety
you for
first.
being a friend.
Safety first.
Thank you. I mean, I know that we're definitely going to drown like little
Yep.
little rats with our tails. I tried my tail on yesterday and I was like, Trey, this is not what they have on the show.
We were flopping
You
around
know
her
what?
living room. Just
We were not
Well,
flopping.
I
One
was
of us
flopping
was
around.
flopping. He was on my floor, like, I mean, it was not sexy. Trying to do like the worm, but
It
it was more
was.
like hopping on his belly. It was not.
It's
it was
a
not
full
good.
body roll. So you actually lead from your chest and roll into it. So
Oh.
that's really the biggest tip is so you start from your chest and roll into it.
it looks like an insane workout.
It is.
Oh.
It's a
See.
crazy, especially in these that are like 40 pounds.
Those are
it's a
40
lot.
pounds.
Whoa.
Oh
It's
my!
full silicone.
Oh yeah, I would have to get one with the fabric. I would definitely die. It's so yeah. I hope you guys have a season 2 because Whenever I first watched it, first of all, it popped up on my Netflix as a show, and I just saw a mermaid, and I was like, let me watch the trailer, or I think it starts like if you click on it, it'll start just kind of showing a preview, and I was like, this is something that I could get behind. Like, I love things that are just like very cute things. I don't know. I love any documentaries, like docuseries. But what I liked about it is it's something that is like so feel good. It is super interesting because it's like a whole new world that I have never even really knew existed. Also very smart because The Little Mermaid just came out. So I'm like super smart because everything's mermaids right now. And also I love when it's something I can share with my kids because a lot of stuff that I watch and especially that we talk about is something I would never watch with my kids because they'd be like, people act like this. I'm like, yes, and mommy did once in her life too. So I love I love how I love just how positive and amazing it is. And if you guys have not watched Merpeople, my whole goal in life is literally to make you guys number one on Netflix. I tell this every week on the podcast. It's my whole goal. And I need Trey to like spread the good word with me. So thank you so much. I literally am. This is like my birthday is June 13th. This is like the best birthday present ever. So
I'm flying out June 13th.
Yes. I
put you in a
cannot.
mermaid tail on your birthday.
I will die. I will literally I may never. I would die. I would literally. I would be embarrassed. I would embarrass myself, but I would be so happy. Right, Trey?
I
yes.
love it.
I cannot.
I love it. So Andrew, what is coming up for you in the future?
I just started a new company called Merman Mafia. So I'm going to be traveling the United States with 5 mermen to do merman shows around the country. And I also am running a bunch of Renaissance fairs with mermaids around the country. So that's exciting. So cool. And a lot of aquarium gigs. So if there's an aquarium near you, let me know.
There is. The Dallas World Aquarium. What's another one?
I don't know, but we're going to get them booked there.
We are going, yes.
That's our mission this week.
I'm on it.
My friends at Mermaids Make Waves, we do magic, and we have over, 13 million views on our videos for the aquarium. It's crazy.
That is insane.
Oh my gosh. I am so happy to see all the success that is coming your way.
Too.
You very much deserve it.
I am too. I'm so happy. Well, and after the show came out, I went to a 50th birthday party, and I walked into, and it was the craziest birthday party I've ever been to. And I walked into a room, and there was and I stepped over a towel, and I was like, oh. And it was a mermaid in the corner, but she was not like you. She did not do it. She just kind of sat there in the pool. And I was like, what? You're supposed to be doing flopping around for us. But she really wasn't. She was just sitting there. So I'll be, yes. So I'm sure you do not do that.
No.
Yes.
If there's water, I'm in it.
Yes.
I'm not sitting on the side. I'm in the water.
I don't think she knew how to use her tail. And her tail did not look as good as yours. It was more like the ones that Trey got us.
Yeah. All right, Andrew, we are making it our mission to get you to Dallas, into the Dallas Aquarium. Thank you so much for joining us today on Weekly SBS.
My gosh.
Where can people follow you and how can we support you?
So biggest thing is going to be on Instagram, TikTok, Merman Andrew. It's really easy to find me. Really, that's it. And mermanandrew.com if you want to kind of book for events, but really Instagram is the quickest way to get in touch with me. If you have an aquarium there, I'm ready. Let's go.
I do have a swimming pool.
Yep.
Yes, we have an aquarium. We have multiple aquariums in Dallas.
Yep.
Trey and I are going to make this happen. We're going to be your new managers from afar. Yes.
Please. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Thank you so much, Andrew. We appreciate you, and we will be cheering you on all the way.
Oh my gosh, yes. I love you. So this is like the best day
Thank you so much, guys. Follow me on Instagram, Merman Andrew. Easiest way to find me.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye, honey.
Bye.
Oh my God, that was so cool. I'm flustered.
You
should have told me I could have done my hair a little bit better.
This was your birthday
surprise.
Oh my
God. I was like, I saw the towel. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, we came home from our wedding and our caraway package was there, and I asked you if you ordered your set, and you said you did. Do you love them?
You ordered the exact opposite thing. Yes.
Wait, what do you mean?
So you ordered the bakeware.
Yes.
I ordered more of the pots and pans and things.
I asked Zach which one, and he was like, we need both. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to get one first. Love them so much that I'm going to order the pan set.
They're so good.
What color did you get?
So I got a navy. And
I think me too.
Oh, did you? Oh my gosh. Well, you're not still in mine. So I was out of town. My mom was at the house. I think maybe it was at your wedding. I was at your wedding, and my mom was like, "You have caraway package, and I was like, she said, "Do you want me to open it?" I said, "Yes, please," and organize my whole. Just kidding. Organize my whole kitchen. But I've been using them. They're so good. They're the only pots and pans I'd ever use.
And speaking of organization, their set comes.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp's 2026 State of Stigma report surveyed 2,000 Americans and revealed that 85% of Americans believe that getting support is wise, yet 74% say that society discourages people from doing so. And I find that very interesting because I feel like for so long, the stigma around therapy has often been that it's so expensive, but that is really where BetterHelp comes into play. BetterHelp has over 30,000 therapists worldwide with the largest online therapy platform and have served over 6 million people globally. And it works with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 stars for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. BetterHelp's therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the US. BetterHelp does the initial matchmaking work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. All you do is fill out a short questionnaire to help identify your needs and preferences, and their over 12 plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate mean that they typically get it right the first time. But if you aren't happy with your match, you can switch to different therapists at any time from their tailored recommendations. Don't let stigma stand in the way of support. Start therapy with BetterHelp. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/weeklydose. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/weeklydose. Some of the best summer pieces are the ones you end up wearing on repeat. They're comfortable, versatile, and somehow right for every occasion. That is why I love Quince. They make elevated essentials with premium materials like European linens, organic cottons, and washable silks without the traditional retail markup. We have been very loud and proud about how much we love Quince on this show. I'm actually wearing their jeans right now. I love their t-shirts, but when I tell you their underwear is so silky soft, you have to try it to fully understand what I'm talking about. Every single thing I have ordered from Quince, I had absolutely loved. And they're expanding into other verticals now too. They have caviar, they have couches, they have you name it. They've got their bedding. I've heard is incredible. I haven't ordered it, but I have heard their bedding is incredible, and I can testify everything I have bought from Quince I've absolutely loved. Ooh, including their denim. Quince also has beautiful 14-karat gold jewelry that adds subtle finishing touches. Simple hoops and dedicated chains make the most effortless outfits feel very intentional. Everything at Quince is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. And fun fact, if you scroll on a product to the lower half of their website, they'll show you who makes a similar product and what they're charging to really reinstate the fact that you're getting a great deal at Quince. Make your summer wardrobe feel easier. Go to quince.com/weeklydose for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/weeklydose for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/weeklydose.
With this thoughtfully designed complimentary storage container so you can keep all your pots and pans nice and organized in the cabinet. That is honestly Zach's favorite part.
Yes. The organization stuff is amazing.
Caraway products are made without any toxic materials. There's a bunch of hard ones. I can't even pronounce how to say them. Their ceramic is naturally slick. It has a surface that requires minimal oil or butter, so it just slides off the pan with ease. And over 40,000 people have raved about Caraway Kitchen. I have so many friends that have Caraway pans and have told me for years how much they love them. I'm so excited that I have some now.
No, they're amazing. And I will say they do not stick because I always cook because Travis does not grill out. So all my meat I have to cook on my pans. And I cooked chicken on my skillet the other day and it did not stick at all. And usually my stuff sticks like crazy.
Visit carawayhome.com/WDBS. That's CARAWAY home.com/WDBS to take advantage of a limited time offer for 10% off your next purchase. This deal is exclusive to our listeners, so visit Caraway Home, CARAWAY home.com/WDBS or use code WDBS at checkout. Caraway, non-toxic cookware made modern. Prolon is this revolutionary plant-based nutrition program that nourishes your body while making your cells believe that you're fasting. Prolon isn't a diet, it's a science, and it's science based on Nobel Prize-winning discoveries in medicine. So all this starts with the Prolon 5-day program. You have snacks, soups, beverages, all designed to keep your body in a fasting state.
So it's really unlike anything else.
My favorite thing, and just for people who are going to do it, you get this like, it's small, but you get this like chocolate bar. It's like a chocolate, like crispy treat a few days. I lived for that. But I like a lot of the stuff. Like I like the kale crackers. I enjoy
Those were
those.
good. I was surprised at how flavorful everything was.
Yes. And the soups, I love the soups.
Right now, Prolon is offering Weekly Dose of BS listeners 15% off their 5-day nutrition program. Go to prolonlife.com/weeklydose. That's PROLON life.com/weekly dose for the special offer. That's prolonlife.com/weeklydose.
Okay, now we got to get into the drama from last night. I need you to we got to come down from that. That was good.
Yeah, it was so
He
good.
was so nice.
I know. I really
Does
hope
it
he
make
comes.
you really think that the mermaid tail was a great birthday
Well,
gift
now I feel like it was a great birthday gift. Yesterday, I felt like I was alone. Like, what am I going to do? Flop around in my pool by myself? But now I know that I have a whole mermaid community behind me.
I was chatting with Andrew
willing to
yesterday on
come.
Instagram, and I was like, oh my gosh, we can go. He was like, you should come to Tampa. I should come to Dallas. I was like, we will be there.
Oh, I would totally go to Tampa. Yes. Okay, Trey.
Now
okay.
the birthday idea was great.
Yep. Wait, is the Mer Taylor in Tampa too?
Yep. There's the Merquarium.
Oh, we have to go.
I know.
Okay.
So it was a
This
great
is so
idea.
stressful. Yes.
All right. Last night, Vanderpump Rules, part 3 of the reunion. My blood pressure is never high. I felt like it was high. I can't confirm that it was, but I was just like, breathe, Trey, breathe. I laughed. I laughed harder. I made lots of faces. What did you think?
I cringed. I cringed harder.
Oh.
I made lots of faces. I thought it was good. Like, there's a lot of I love James Kennedy. I think he's super funny and I love his passion. But there were times I really wanted him to cut it back a little bit so I could get more questions at them.
Mhm.
So I was a little frustrated at times. But the first 2 episodes, he was like my favorite part.
Totally
but like
agree
the
with you.
third one, I was like, we only have her for like an hour. So I want to hear what she has to say.
Him and Lala came across they were a little strong, and I appreciated their aggression 1 and 2, but 3, I was like, let's pull it back.
Mhm. Yeah.
Them telling her to shut up, I was like, no, I want to hear them talk.
Yeah.
So I completely agree with you. I don't think they looked the best, but they were passionate about it. So I get that.
Sorry, I have like something in my mouth. Okay, so let's get into it. The first cringe moment is I could not stand it whenever he talked about how she wore a t-shirt whenever they had sex. He was like, yeah, but you wore a t-shirt. Whenever Ariana said that she and Sandoval had slept together after he had started sleeping with Raquel. Like, that is such a asshole thing to say. I did not appreciate. I think that is so rude, so disgusting.
Andy said on
Like-
a podcast there was something that Tom was going to say that was going to make every woman in America so angry, and that was it.
Because as a woman, I will say, I think it's very different for women and men when it comes to intimacy.
Mhm.
Like, I think men, I mean, the wind blows the right way, they are excited, right? But for women, like, I don't know about other girls listening, but there are things about my body that I'm very self-conscious about that maybe that's why whenever I get really, really drunk on like 3 espresso martinis, I just let it fly because I don't remember those things.
When you say let it fly, are you
But-
referring to your chimichangas?
Everything. But, like, I feel like women are really hard on ourselves and like for somebody to like say anything negative
It was a dick move.
like sex-wise is such a dick move because that stuff sticks with women, you know? And I don't know, you're lucky that she even let you like have sex with
Well,
her.
listen, women will let that stick with him for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
Already
it's
said
such
that.
a shitty thing to. I mean, whenever I was watching it, I was like, Raquel, Rachel, whatever, if you are smart, you will be listening to the way that this man is talking to his ex and realize that you are going to be there soon. I mean, I really think you can tell a lot by who a person is by the way they fight, if they fight fairly or not. That was a shitty thing to say.
So they both admitted yesterday that they're in love with each other,
Yes.
which I find weird. Then they broke up after the reunion. I thought they were going to break up after they got off stage, and that would have made me mad. Fire them all if that's the case.
Yes,
But
yes.
they didn't.
Well, I mean, I'm glad. I will say I'm glad that they said they were in love with each other because if it's the truth, at least you're being honest and not lying like everything else.
I kind of wish he would have proposed though. That would have actually really entertained me.
I think a lot of people I saw online where people are kind of upset. They're like, we're enough of this. Like, we're over this. Like, just let them be together. Da 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 da. Kind of, I guess, over the reunion. But you have to also realize that this was very, very fresh. The reunion was filmed right after all this stuff blew up. So you have to kind of put yourself in their shoes. Like Travis and I are married. And if something like this, if he slept with one of my dearest friends, I would take a lot longer than 3 weeks to get over it. And I think now it's been months. But at the time when this was happening, you kind of have to put yourself in the mind frame of this was right after her world blew up. And I get it looking at that. Like there are some times where I'm like, oh man, I feel like I'm kind of overhearing about it as well. But I have to keep reminding myself that this was like really, really fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be really hard to sit there and listen to the person that you were pretty much married to say that they're in love with someone else and be in a room with that, with that person. Trey had something very interesting about why he thinks, because it really bugged me that Raquel is so stoic. And you said.
So I actually had a lot of people in my DMs yesterday say that from what they know of her, that looks like a result of her pageant training. Is that as a pageant queen, you are told that you need to show no emotion on stage. And then when you get off stage, that's when you can, let it fly, as you said. So when she got backstage, that was the first time she cried. But on stage, she was just very stoic. Well, I will say, she wasn't disagreeing with anything anyone said, any name anyone called her, which I think was the right move.
Yeah, I do too.
She owned it. She was like, I am disgusting. I am a horrible person. I shouldn't have done this. She was like, there was no disagreeing with her, and she knew that.
Yeah.
So I think she came in right, but when she got off stage, that's the first time she showed emotion. I think they were all looking for more emotion from her on stage, but I also don't know. There was nothing she was gonna say that was going to make that better. Not a thing.
No, but I think that sometimes whenever you cry and show emotion, it also shows a little bit of remorse.
Yes,
I think people tend to believe, myself included, that is showing that you're a little remorseful. Like, say that you are, you're in a relationship right now with your husband, and say he cheated on you and he never cried, or, wouldn't you be like, mother effer, you like need to like show me something.
I think
like,
that
show
if
me
she
something.
went on stage and she was like, what we did was awful, what we did was horrible, I will not go into a relationship like this. I will not keep up with this relationship. This relationship is done. It should have never started this way. Maybe in the future we can, once we're both single and this is behind us, we can restart this.
Yeah.
But this was a very bad thing we did. I broke up a relationship. That probably would have been a better move.
Yeah, like I'm going to work on myself before I. Yeah.
But she didn't do that. And then she said, this idea. She said that she proposed the idea of her, Tom, and Ariana being in a throuple.
Can you
and
imagine?
She was like, what's the... what?
I mean, no.
You think that's a good idea? For him to go and be like, hey, I've been sleeping with this girl for a few months. Should we all just like...
sleep together?
No. Oh.
No, I don't. Watching it, I feel like my DMs are going to have people like totally disagreeing with me, but it's fine. Watching it, I kind of felt a little sorry for Raquel. And the fact that I think that she is the most naive, like lowest self-esteem person.
Yeah.
And I think Tom is, I don't know. I think she just kind of fell under his spell. I think that she wants to be a cool girl. I think that I kind of agree
She's
with
a people
what
pleaser.
I kind of agree with what Lisa said, where Lisa was like, I feel like you were like trying to win a pageant. It was almost like she was trying to like the things she was doing, like the bolt necklace was super weird. Like her, like, the things
it was
that
almost like voyeuristic. It was like they wanted people to know, like it was out there,
like
but it was
she
like
was
still their
competing for
secret.
this man, but nobody knew there was a competition going on, and she wanted to win him. It was almost about winning
Except
him.
we did.
Yes, but did she win him or did?
Well, we knew the competition was going on when we saw it.
Yes, but I kind of agree. I think it was more about the chase for both of them than it was about the relationship.
Yeah, I also thought the Halloween costume was weird.
Super weird.
You were sleeping with this girl and you want to dress up as her, like, and you're gonna have your girlfriend of 9 years handle that for you, like.
which shows you that they were both in it not for each other but for their egos.
It was a
like
game.
such an ego game thing.
Yeah, it was
such
a
an ego game
whole
thing.
cat and mouse thing.
It did not feel at all like it was like this like love, like romantic, like we just fell in love with each other and we are, it felt more like we both have very low self-esteem. We both don't love ourselves enough to do what's right. And we don't care enough about other people to have any morals. So we just did what felt good in the moment to make ourselves feel like we were, sexy or whatever. I don't know what they're feeling. And it blew up in them. It blew up in their face.
Something else I found weird was I feel like the first two parts of the reunion, Lisa was really defending Tom a lot.
Yeah.
And then she kind of went in on Raquel when Raquel came in. Now, I've read some rumors online that Lisa is trying to step back from the show and they're trying to pivot the show to make it more about Tom and Schwartz and Sandy and kind of that be the anchor of the show to where she can step away. And that kind of backfired on her.
Yeah. I mean,
because, they closed Pump.
Okay.
Like maybe a month or two ago. It was a whole big thing where basically the landlord was trying to raise their rent some crazy rate. And they were like, yeah, we're just not doing that. So they closed Pump. But I mean, they still have Sir, obviously.
Yeah. Interesting.
So that was the rumors that Lisa's trying to make her way out. And there was what Andy says there's going to be some sort of shakeup that's not going to make the cast happy. And people were assuming that's what it was going to be because people do not want to support Tom at all.
Oh, that could, I mean, that could definitely, I just don't see how they could do it to make the audience excited about it because the audience is not excited about those two. And they were at some point.
Yeah. I do feel bad for Schwartz a little bit because he was trying his best. I didn't say it landed, but he was trying to be funny or like bring some sort of humor or make it a little more lighthearted. And it was bad. It didn't work.
But you have to know the time and place. Like there is a time and place to bring your humor and time and place to just sit there and be quiet.
Yeah.
And you have to know that. And his stuff definitely did not land. I did think the Xanax thing was kind of like maybe a little comical. I thought it was weird that somebody thought it was E. I'm like, how much ecstasy do you guys do if you think he just has a bottle of it? Yes. Okay, so let's talk about the endings. The ending was also super interesting. She came back on. I had a feeling it was going to be about the timeline, but I did not think that it was going to be her coming on and coming clean. And that just tells you how naive she is because production convinced her. They're like, hey, come in next week and tell us everything he told you to say today. Oh, no, I don't think that happened. I will tell you what I think happened. Nope, I think you're wrong because I've been in the interview chair before. I think that she was, and I've talked about this on my TikTok before, how interviews work, but interviews, people don't realize that you do that same look like 3 to 4 different times for like 10 to 12 hours at a time. So they're still doing interviews when the season's airing in those same outfits. So they have to match your hair and makeup exact every time. So a lot of people think you just sit down and you just blow out the interviews really, really quickly. That's not at all how it happens. So she went in to close out the season, right? And I guarantee you it was probably after this. They said it was after the reunion. And I think a few things happened. I think that her and Tom were not as connected as they were before. I think the reunion did a huge wedge between them. I think she was off her game. I think she was very emotional. And I think it was more about her relationship and realizing that she kind of blew up her life over this man who's probably now this is just conjecture. I do not know at all. But I can put myself in her shoes and think, like, what would make me do that? And I feel like I would do it to clear my conscience, but also because I lost everything for some man. And I think they were not talking as much. She got in her head about the relationship and it was not doing well. And I think that's why she spilled the beans because she was like, I've lost everything. Do you think she saved her job at all by doing that? Okay, so Trey thinks she's going to come back next year. I still do not. And the reason is because besides Tom, who's going to want to film with her? I do not see her wanting to put herself in a position to be uncomfortable. Like that's 3.5 months of filming. Yeah. I cannot imagine putting myself in a position to be uncomfortable for 3.5 months, knowing that I am going to be uncomfortable and have to talk about, like, she's not going to look better if she comes back. I think if she waits a few years and comes back, say that she takes a little bit of time off, waits a few years, comes back, and her and Tom are still together, that's very different.
Mhm.
If she does come back, she should come back never with the group, but as Tom's girlfriend and only in scenes with Tom.
I think, well, Andy said something yesterday before they wrapped. He was like, I think what this group needs is some time. And I don't think we're going to get a new season of Vanderpump for a while. I would say like they're going to go on like a New York style hiatus because nothing is going to come back as big as this. And it's all played out so much in the media. There's not really much more to document that'll entertain us when it comes out 6 months after they film it than what's coming out right now. I think they're going to put that on a hiatus. And I think that is connected to some intel that you've gotten.
No, the stuff I've gotten has nothing to do with Vanderpump.
Really?
No, it's totally different.
Okay.
It's nothing to do with Vanderpump Rules. I do not think they'll go on a hiatus because I have done these shows before. When you have a hot season, you go straight into filming because you wanted to capture everything. They're not going to want to capture where everybody's getting along and everyone's over it because that would make no sense to the audience. You kind of have to capture like the healing process.
I want
to
to see Ariana moving into her new house that was paid for with all the endorsements that she got.
But if they wait a year,
past
you're not
month.
going to see that.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
You know, like you can't just come back in and like everyone's friends again.
So do you think they'll keep Tom?
Yes. He would never leave.
Yeah.
He will never. I mean, he will have to get fired to leave. Like, but I think Raquel would leave on her own.
Mm-hmm.
I think she would leave on her own.
I'm excited to see
I
it.
will say so anyway, so I think that she was upset at the very end during her interview, and they told her just to clear her conscience, kind of talked her into it, telling her that people would probably support that, think it was good, you know, like she would garner some sympathy for the audience. A lot of people did not have sympathy for her. I at least thought it was good that she's telling the truth. No matter what reason, I'm like, at least you're telling I mean,
she recognized too that there is something wrong.
yes.
There is something wrong that
Yes.
she needs to address. All right, I'm going to be a friend to you in the way that Stephanie was a friend to me. If you are looking for something to get your swimsuit body ready as quick as possible, the only answer is Prolon. I have done Prolon now twice, and when I tell you, I lost 8 pounds the first time and I lost 12 pounds the second time. It is the best way to drop weight and just like cleanse your body, reset your system, and get you swimsuit ready.
And I'm telling you, if Trey can do it, anybody can do it.
That's
Because
the
this
truth.
man cannot stick to anything.
Now, I hate a diet, but Prolon is not a diet,
yeah.
it's a science.
So what I like about Prolon is a plant-based nutrition program, and the food is actually really, really good. It's soups. There are these like yummy crackers, olives. I'm an olive girly, so I love olives. And my favorite thing that they give you is this like little chocolate like wafer. That's my favorite. Like I put it in the freezer.
It's a little sweet treat at the end of the day.
Yummy.
My
Yeah.
concern was that there wasn't going to be enough food for me to feel like I ate that day, but there was so much food. The crazy thing about Prolon, though, is it tricks your body at a cellular level into thinking you're fasting while giving you all the nutrients you need to be healthy.
Prolon has also been shown to support biological age reduction, metabolic health, skin appearance, fat loss, with muscle protection, energy, and a healthier relationship with food.
Ready for your own reset? For a limited time, Prolon is offering Weekly Dose of BS listeners 15% off site-wide plus a $40 bonus gift when you subscribe to their 5-day program. Just visit prolonlife.com/weeklydose. That's PROLONLIFE.com/weeklydose to claim your 15% discount and your bonus gift. prolonlife.com/weeklydose.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp's 2026 State of Stigma report surveyed 2,000 Americans and revealed that 85% of Americans believe that getting support is wise, yet 74% say that society discourages people from doing so. And I find that very interesting because I feel like for so long, the stigma around therapy has often been that it's so expensive, but that is really where BetterHelp comes into play. BetterHelp has over 30,000 therapists worldwide with the largest online therapy platform and have served over 6 million people globally. And it works with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 stars for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. BetterHelp's therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the US. BetterHelp does the initial matchmaking work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. All you do is fill out a short questionnaire to help identify your needs and preferences, and their over 12 plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate mean that they typically get it right the first time. But if you aren't happy with your match, you can switch to different therapists at any time from their tailored recommendations. Don't let stigma stand in the way of support. Start therapy with BetterHelp. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/weeklydose. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/weeklydose.
I did. I did have a little sympathy for her. More so than I had when she was sitting in the trailer like,
Yeah, no, I did too. I do think that she's realized she's messed up, and how can you not whenever you look around and
The
have
world's telling
yeah,
you?
like everyone's telling you. But I bet you I mean, if they broke up, that's why they broke up.
do you feel like Ariana was too hard on her?
No, because again, it was 3 weeks after. I'm looking at it through a very different lens than because I've done the show, I've done a reunion, and if it was 3 weeks after, no, it was very heightened emotions.
Mm-hmm.
If it was 3 months after, yes, I think it's
Yeah.
yes. But I don't know if I would ever want to be friends with somebody who did that to me.
Oh, no, never.
No, I
No.
mean, if I had a really good friend and she was sleeping with my husband, no, because I feel like they were pretty much common law married.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, they were.
yes. So I don't know. It was super interesting. It was a very, very, very good episode. My only complaint was, as much as I loved Lala and James in the first 2 episodes, I wish that they would have calmed it down
Shut
in the
up.
last one. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, someone else pointed out, I think I saw this on TikTok. The real reason he never broke up with Ariana or like said, hey, I'm having an affair, he convinced her to take out a home equity loan to open Schwartz and Sandy.
Which is crazy.
They
yes.
both refinanced their home for the tune of like $225,000 so that they could open that.
That is crazy.
So I don't know if technically then she has ownership in Schwartz and Sandy. No,
no, I don't
no.
think so. No.
But she is on line for the debt. Well, thank goodness she is making all this Gillette razor money. She's making some Duracell money. Did you see the new Duracell ad?
Yeah, it was
that she's
so
in?
good.
Oh my gosh, because he said something about,
Like
there's always batteries and like
batteries,
paper towels, and so she's standing there
It was
covered
very,
in paper
very
towels.
good.
It was very good.
I mean,
And
she's
then
making a killing.
Girl's making some money.
She's making a killing.
I want her to buy a big old house.
I do too, just to piss him off.
Yep.
But you know what, Ariana, if you're listening or if somebody can DM her, tell her to go as hard as she can right now because
Yep,
this is like
make
her
it.
height of her career. Make as much money as you can. Like just go for it because this is
Yeah.
everybody's calling for you. Answer the phone.
Amen.
Take the money.
Amen.
Prolon is this revolutionary plant-based nutrition program that nourishes your body while making your cells believe that you're fasting. Prolon isn't a diet, it's a science, and it's science based on Nobel Prize-winning discoveries in medicine. So all of this starts with the Prolon 5-day program. You have snacks, soups, beverages, all designed to keep your body in a fasting state. So it's really unlike anything else.
My favorite thing, and just for people who are going to do it, you get this like, it's small, but you get this like chocolate bar. It's like a chocolate, like crispy treat a few days. I lived for that. But I like a lot of the stuff. Like I like the kale crackers. I enjoy
Those
those.
were, I was surprised at how flavorful everything was.
Yes. And the soups, I love the soups.
Right now, Prolon is offering Weekly Dose of BS listeners 15% off their 5-day nutrition program. Go to prolonlife.com/weeklydose. That's PROLON life.com/weeklydose for the special offer. That's prolonlife.com/weeklydose.
Okay, also, I just want to point out real quick before we wrap up, Kim Zolciak is hinting on Instagram that she's returning to Atlanta.
She said that she would be in one episode. I looked at her.
Yes.
Okay, so I did look at like the responses
Yeah.
on her latest post, and somebody was like, "You need to come back to Atlanta," and then she wrote something like, "Oh, I'm going to be in one episode."
Well, and then she said like someone said something about like, get back on TV, and she's like, I'm working on it, or something's in the works, something like that. I would love for Don't Be Tardy to come back. Just give me like a short, like 6 episode, like what's going on with the divorce situation. I'm into it. I want to know how much money's left. I want to know what cars we still have, how full the closet is, how big is the bank account, are we still gambling, is Brielle making money?
Yeah. No, you know what? They should do that. Bravo should do something.
Give me a
Like,
follow-up.
Don't be, yeah. But like, I think it would be very, very interesting when something like this happens to watch something on her, like with a comeback. Like,
Yeah.
what do you do whenever this goes down, like how do you change your life? How do you go back? What do you, like I think it's very fascinating. Also, I think it's a lot of people have had like really hard moments and a lot of people have lost things. And I think it's also something that people would probably find very relatable to be in the position she is. So instead of acting like nothing's happening, I think it would be really smart to do a show on it.
And I also want to extend my condolences to you. I feel like you have been robbed. Something has been stolen from you. This week, there was a show announced with Luann and Sonia going on the road, basically doing a Simple Life reboot. And that was your idea years
That was
ago.
Brandy and I's idea. At season 2, we had pitched that idea. Every time we did a reunion, we were like, can we just not do this and do like our idea of a Simple Life reboot? And you know what? I'm not bitter, just a little. But
we won't be
I
watching
hope it's
it.
good. I will watch it. I hope it's good. It makes sense to do them. I think that the Dallas ratings were just never high enough for them to put us in that position. But I know we could have had really high ratings on our Simple Life reboot, but whatever. But I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll be like a silly, dumb, quote unquote show. And I that's my jam. I love it. I would, yeah, totally.
Oh.
Because I love Sweet Home Oklahoma when it was on. I thought it was really cute. Nobody watched it, but I thought it was really cute.
You know what? They have a great podcast, too.
Yeah. Oh, I heard it's
They have a
really cute. You said
great
it's really
podcast.
cute. Yes.
Yep, that was a good show.
Yeah.
Wow, this episode has been a roller coaster of emotions.
Oh my gosh. Well,
I feel like, we were sad about Vanderpump, but we saw Merman Andrew
I love him. Thank you so much. How did you find him?
doing the Lord's work. He randomly was on my Discovery page, and I sent him over to our producer, Mike, and Mike reached out to him, and he was all for it.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Yes.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Well, Mike, thank you. I was like all giving it to you, but thanks, Mike, for reaching out.
Yep.
Yeah, that was so
That's
exciting. I love him. If you guys have not watched Merpeople, you really should. Again, I feel like it's such a good show. It's lighthearted. Somebody wrote me the other day and they said, Stephanie, I was a very big skeptic going into this show in the very, very beginning of it, but it's really cute and so entertaining. And I promise you, I would never lead you astray. It's so good. Thank you, Trey, for the amazing birthday surprise.
Thank you, Merman
excited.
Andrew, for coming on and being an amazing surprise.
Yes. And thank you. You can follow me at Steph Holman on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok.
You can follow me on Instagram at Trey_Stewart, and you can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast on Instagram or at Weekly Dose of BS on YouTube.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.